Here we are at Eliminator RC's Rockfall night. As you can see, everybody's on this side of the room. That's because whatever side of the room I go on, everybody changes sides. Right over me, Doug.
This is the axial Wraith. There's quite a few things that have been changed and modified on it. I cut off the rear section, just basically for looks. Got the RC four-wheel drive stamped steel wheels. I've got an actual plain brushless motor system in it. Just added the driver, did these steering wheel modifications. My driver turns.
Hurricane Donut.
Oh yes, for sure.
You get all types in this hobby. You get the guys that everything is a joke and they like to have lots of fun, but you get the guys that take it down serious, just like it's a real rig. And they're down to every T and every nut and every bolt, and they got it all under their belt.
You got a real trail truck going here.
Yeah, I got a trail truck. I got the street bike in the back, just in case you meet some dry pavement and feel like whipping it out. Fire extinguisher, because you never know when you're gonna catch on fire. And tow rope and the pole pals in case you get caught on the rocks. You can use the winch. I've also got custom-made bumper on the back, and I made the box drop down. It's a regular Hilux box, all in the name of fun.
You added the light kit?
Yeah, I made the light kit myself. I just soldered it up, so it's just stationary on. Don't need anything fancy for this truck. As you can see, it gets beat on pretty regularly. As you can see, that's where the mirrors get banged off.
Now you have a bunch of different colors. You're giving the illusion that truck was made out of parts from a junkyard.
I wanted the junkyard truck, and as you can see, the paint's chipped, and I've also added rust where the paint chips, so I don't really worry about what happens to this truck, and that's the funnest part about it, is I don't have to sit there pulling out my hair when it scratches or chips. And that's where the show ends, folks.
Pedro, tell me about your truck.
My truck's a Willie King-based truck, and when I bought that, it lasted me about 1 day until I started disassembling it, customizing my own chassis, and the inside tranny of that is all custom too. Gears basically I got from air tools and such that I got from work. It's all bent steel, solid steel.
Your driver's sitting really close to the motor.
Yes, it is. It gets hot from time to time.
Does the motor normally go there on that rig, or did you
No, I put it there. I put it there. I wanted something that's sticking out, kind of.
Sort of got that Mad Max look. Is that what you're going for?
I was going for the King of the Hammer style truck, but everyone said that.
So what kind of truck do you have here?
Well, it started off as an axial Honcho, and it's evolved from there.
Now you got quite the ground clearance.
I basically lifted it up like you'd lift up a regular full-size truck. I lowered the transmission and took shocks off of Savage XL, replaced it all with aluminum, and it's just evolved from there. Took off the rear steering, converted it over to dually rear end. I built it for my wife. She likes to fool around with it, so.
You got double wheels on the back. Just you like the look?
Actually, I like the traction and the performance. It'll climb up pretty much anything with the traction. It's an advantage and a disadvantage at some points. When you're in a narrow path, it can be a disadvantage. If you're playing in the mud or snow, it actually works quite well to the advantage.
Certainly a truck that attracts a lot of attention.
It's kind of a conglomerate of parts that were left over from numerous other trucks. It's just something fun to play with.
I saw this truck and I was really impressed with the body. Can you tell me how you did that?
Sure, I just took a stock axial CF100 body, did a base coat of copper, and then all I did after that really was just take a can of flat black and kind of dust it over it from certain angles to give it a shadow effect, so the copper still shows through. And then did a couple of things, did some pinstriping, and did the grille. But the real bonus is, after you go grinding it through the rocks, the copper starts to show through and it gives it even more of a wild effect.
Tell me about your truck.
Well, I bought an actual SCX10 Honcho. Took the body off and I replaced it with this Ford F-250 body. Handmade all the lights for it. Took me about 3 days of soldering to get all the lights on. Put a little bit of weight in the tires. I mostly use it for trail truck, but it works pretty good as a rock crawler. Rock crawling, I seen it on actually television, first time I seen it. Had interest in me and told a couple of my friends, and now they're all rock crawling. 3 of us do quite well.
What are you running here?
I am running a Mini Rock Crawler Pro brushed motor 2S LiPo with a Dynamite speed control.
All right, let's take a look at it crawl.
Sure.
You did it. All right.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it from Eliminator RC, our weekly rock crawler night. Enjoy some more RCTV.
Well, that's it for this week's episode, folks, of RCTV. On next week's episode, Raj, we're going to be heading out to the Eliminator Show and Shine.
And we're going to see Carl Buckhuber's American Airlines Electra 2.
And some winter flying as well out from Winnipeg. We'll see you next week, folks.
RCTV, your radio-controlled authority, has been brought to you in part by Eliminator RC, your one-stop hobby shop. RC Pit Stop, bringing the best of RC to BC. And John's Hobbies, Toronto's local hobby store.